Hi friends, welcome to another Wednesday night. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight we get to learn more about our missionary family, the Allens. We also get to worship together. So I can't wait to learn all of the fun things we're going to learn together. You know, last week we talked about the Allens a little and we learned that that's not their real last name. We don't get to know their real last name because where they're serving in the Middle East can be dangerous for Christians. Not only for them, but also the new believers, the new Christians that they're able to teach and lead to Jesus. And so we don't really get to know much about them. But what we do know is we know that they are making friends in the Middle East and through building those relationships, sharing the good news of Jesus. You know, this past Sunday we got to learn a lot about the good news of Jesus, didn't we? We learned that Jesus rose from the dead and that by that our sins can be forgiven. Isn't that such good news? And that's the same good news that the Allens are taking to the people in the Middle East. So, without me talking too much more, I want us to learn more about the Allens by watching this amazing video that they've made to show us what it's like to live and teach people about Jesus in the Middle East. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Enjoy the video.
Welcome to the Middle East. The Middle East sits between three major continents: Europe, Africa, and Asia. For thousands of years, it's been a place where people from all over the world have come together to share ideas and trade goods. There are beautiful mosaics in the Middle East. A mosaic is a piece of artwork made of tiny pieces of tile, stone, or glass fitted together to make a design. Each little piece is important to the whole design. The Middle East is home to dry deserts and wild, rugged landscapes, but it is also home to some of the world's most beautiful cities. People have been using camels as transportation for thousands of years. Camels are often called the ships of the desert. This month, we'll learn about Don and Mary Allen and the work that they do in the Middle East. Because Don and Mary live and serve in a very dangerous place, we aren't allowed to tell you their real names. We aren't even allowed to say which country they're serving in. Christians in the Middle East face many hardships for their faith. They're shunned by unbelieving family and friends. They fear being thrown in prison or even killed. Don and Mary work with others to encourage them to share God's love, but this can often be very dangerous. Not everyone is open to hearing about God's love and often reacts strongly against it. Pray that Don and Mary will be safe as they work with people in their area. Pray that men and women who accept God's love will be courageous in sharing that love with their family and friends. Christians in the Middle East have extraordinary faith that God will take care of them. They pursue a relationship with Him despite the hardships they face for their faith. Pray for Christians living in the Middle East. Pray for them to be safe and free from harm as they seek to follow Jesus. That's all the time we have for today. See you next time.
Wasn't that cool learning all about the Middle East and about how God's using the Allens to reach new friends for Jesus? You know, one thing we talked about that we can do for the Allens is that we can pray for them. Did you pray for them last week? Remember, we can pray that God would keep them safe and also that He would help them to make new friends so that they can continue to share the gospel with new people. You know, speaking about the gospel reminds me even more of Easter. And the fact that we just celebrated Easter, and you know, they probably celebrated it over there. How do you think it looked different celebrating Easter in the Middle East this year? Do you think that they're able to celebrate openly and out in big churches? Or do you think they have to kind of hide it and stay safer by being in smaller houses with fewer believers? You know, most of the time we get to celebrate in a big church on Easter with lots and lots of people. And this year, we didn't get to do that. But you know, every year in the Middle East is like this year for us. They're not able to go to a huge church and celebrate with all of the believers in their area because it's dangerous. And you know what? Jesus told us that sometimes it would be dangerous to be a follower of Jesus. And the Allens know that. And the believers over there know that. And so while we think, man, how could they possibly live their life there? They know that Jesus is for them and with them, and they trust him to keep them safe. You know, it's almost time for our bell sound, so could you help me listen for it so that we'll know when it's time to worship? Let's do that together. Where could it be? Is it over here? No. Where is that sound? It should be here any second. Wait! There it was. Finally, it is time to worship. And today, we have a couple special friends to help us worship together. So I want you to stand to your feet and get ready to sing a couple songs to Jesus. I'll see you guys after this. Hi friends, welcome to Music Time with Mr. Colby and Miss Sarah. I'm so glad you could join us. I want you to stand to your feet, and we're going to start today with the Lord's Army. Are you ready, Miss Sarah?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir!
Okay, guys, now we're ready for one of your favorites, Tony Chestnut.
Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Now faster. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Now let's do it really slow because I know you guys like that. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. Now, so fast.
Go as fast as you can.
Okay, ready? Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Tony knows. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows. We miss you guys. Bye.
Hi friends, welcome back from worship time. Wasn't that so much fun singing and moving and dancing together? You know, our time is almost over for this week, but I've had so much fun learning more about the Allens and the amazing things that they're doing in the Middle East, knowing that while it's not always safe, they can trust Jesus to make the right choices and to help them make the right choices and make new friends and share the good news that we've learned about on Easter. So, you know, one thing we know we can do for the Allens is that we can continue to pray for them. Pray that they are safe, pray that the new believers are safe, and also pray that they make new friends and that those new believers make new friends to share the gospel with, because we know that Jesus wants everyone to know about him, and he uses us to do that. So, who can you also pray for? Who is someone in your life that you can pray for and lift up and ask Jesus to help you share the good news about him with them? Think about that this week. And join me in praying for the Allens. So our time is up today and it's time to say goodbye, but I know I will see you soon and I can't wait for that day. Goodbye, everyone.